going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. In the Kobe 5 Pro Tro 2K20 gamer exclusive video, we talked a little bit about how esports is getting huge in sneakers these days, and today's sneaker is paying testament to just how big it's getting. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, today we are talking about Adidas, and if you guys know anything about esports and Adidas, you already know what we're talking about. Or you actually could have looked at the title of the video as well. But before we get into the sneaker, let's just take a quick look at the box. Shame on Adidas. Missed a golden opportunity with doing something different with the box. I would have liked that they had done something different with the box, made it a little bit more special. But again, on this box, all you're gonna see here is Ninja Nite Jogger, and that's what we're here to talk about today. We're gonna talk about Ninja, one of the biggest YouTubers and one of the biggest esports gamers and streamers in the industry today. Let's take a look. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Adidas and Ninja Nite Jogger time in. All right, first impressions of this sneaker, it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's not my style per se, but then again, I'm not really a Nite Jogger kind of a guy. But I think that for the people that it's for, I think that they probably will like it. All right, guys, now starting with the upper on this sneaker here, you see there's a lot of colors, a lot of different materials that's going on. Now, primarily, you have Ninja's primary colors that he uses on his logo, which is the blue and the yellow. Starting in the corner panel here, not a huge fan of this mesh material that they use here for the quarter panel. And then I'm not quite sure how they overlaid the three stripes, but it feels like they kind of painted them on or kind of adhered something onto them, but then they stitched around the three stripes kind of haphazardly. I know that was done intentionally, but I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that. Now, moving up from there into the eyelets of the sneaker, on the lateral side of the shoe, you actually see this little ninja star that I thought was a really, really dope touch. It's only on that one eyelet, on that one portion of the sneaker, but it's on both sneakers on the lateral side. But I really did think that was a fly touch. Now, moving down from there, you also have kind of that same suede kind of material that goes around the mud guards of the shoes, around the toe box of the shoe, and then onto the medial side as well. On the back side of the lateral side, going around in the medial side here, you got this hard plastic, kind of rubberized. I guess it's more of a rubberized plastic. It's tough. It's a lot going on, but you can't really move it, but it really does feel like rubber to the touch. So not quite sure what it is, but it's there. Now, this was a part of the design that I actually did like, kind of this S going on the back of the heel here. It's made out of suede here. It's nice material. It's stitched in there, and it's nice. It's a cool little touch. In the midsole of the shoe here, you got this nice thick boost midsole. I think it's dope. They gave Ninja the Nite Jogger with the boost in it. Really comfortable material, really, really nice. On the tongue of the shoe here, you kind of get this deconstructed tongue. It really just looks like one big piece of foam that kind of has this mesh netting on both the front and the back. On the top of the tongue here, you actually see this suede tag that's got Adidas on the front of it. And on the back of the tag on the right shoe, you actually see Ninja's logo, which I thought was really dope. On the back of the tongue on the left shoe, you actually get the words time in, of course, correlating with the theme of the entire sneaker. In the toe box of the shoe here, again, blue mesh netting. It's dope, it's breathable, it's flexible, it does its job. On the heel of the shoe, this is actually where a lot of the 3M elements come in. Again, we'll take a look at that. But one thing I do want to point out is the 20K down here on the heel. Now, the point of the 20K is that he put in 20,000 hours to perfect and master his craft of being able to play video games competitively. And that 20K also goes along with the message that if you want to become a master at whatever it is that you're doing, you have to put in the time, the work, and the effort, just like he put in 20,000 hours to become the top FORTNITE player and the top esports competitor. The insoles of the sneakers I thought was really dope here. You got the yellow background, you have Ninja's little emblems here, these little ninja spears here, and then of course on the heel on this one, you see the Ninja emblem here, his actual logo, and then on the heel of this one, of course, you just see the Adidas logo. On the outsole of the sneaker here, I like the outsole. Gum bottoms, got a little bit of yellow in there, got a little bit of navy blue in there, ties in really, really well with the overall theme of the sneaker. Boom. So you see there's some hits of 3M. Really the big hit of 3M is here on the back panel of the sneaker. I kind of wish that they did a little bit more with the 3M instead of just making it a big 3M patch on the back of the shoe. But I also like the 3M hits that are interwoven throughout the sneaker. Here in the back panel of the sneaker here, down here by the mud guards, the reflective laces. I really do like what they did. Not too much 3M, just enough. Now, we talked a lot about the sneaker so far, what it looks like inside and out, but there's one part of the sneaker I wanted to talk about because honestly, it's my least favorite part of the shoe. The medial side. On the medial side of the left shoe here, you get the blue background with the ninja spears here, and you got a big ninja emblem in yellow. On the medial side of the right shoe, you get the same thing, except now it says time in. I get why they wanted to do that, but honestly, I feel like they could have left that out. To me, it just makes the sneaker look so cheesy, putting a big ninja right here and a big time in right here. Like you already had that really, well, you didn't have the ninja word as it were, but people know that it's ninja. His emblem is all over the sneaker. It's on the back of the tongue. It's on the insoles. People know what the sneaker is about. People know that it's ninja shoe, and people know about time in because time in is on the back of the tongue on the left shoe here. So you didn't have to put it in big bombastic letters here on the medial side of the sneaker. To me, it just makes the sneaker kind of unwearable at that point because I wouldn't want to walk around with a big billboard on the side of my shoes that say ninja on them. It's a little bit pretentious to me. I'm not gonna lie about that. Like the fact that we already know this is ninja shoe, but then we had to slap ninja on the side of it. I just don't understand why he had to do that. Like honestly, like imagine if the shoe did not have this on the medial side, but everything else about the sneaker was exactly the same. The shoe really wouldn't be that bad. I think that the shoe just kind of goes downhill when you add this in. Like I said, this sneaker here is not really my style. It's not really something that I would lace up and put on, but I think a lot of Ninjas fans actually do like them. Now, we haven't really talked about who Ninja is yet, so let's get into that a little bit. Ninja, aka Tyler Blevins, is 28 years old. He's an esports gamer and a competitive gamer. He's been competing since around 2011. He started off competing in Halo tournaments, which, as you all know, if you're a real gamer, you were playing Halo when it was the biggest game in the world back in the day. And he was so dedicated to his craft that he actually messed his eye up and had to go get surgery on his eye. However, after he healed, he went right back into it and went right back to competing. Ninja started toying around with other games. He had a Twitch account where he was streaming. He was streaming a lot on YouTube, and he was gaining a pretty good audience of people. However, 2018 brought about the emergence of FORTNITE, which became one of the most popular games of all time, and it brought on one of the most record-breaking streaming nights of all time when he went up against Drake to play a series of games of FORTNITE. After that, you notice a lot of other YouTubers started jumping on the celebrity wagon. Different people were getting different football players or different celebrities to come and join in games of FORTNITE with them, but let's be honest, Ninja was the first one that did it, and he did it big. Now, after the Drake tournament, he actually went on to do other games with other celebrities. He went on to host certain FORTNITE events. He was sponsored by FORTNITE. He's won millions of dollars in winnings at this point, and it's been rumored that he makes somewhere around $500,000 a month. Ninja became one of the biggest Twitch streamers, and he actually left Twitch to go over to Mixer, which is now his primary platform, along with YouTube and Instagram for showcasing his plays. So Ninja is the real deal. He had a huge fan base, and it's no surprise that Adidas came knocking at the door to give him his own collection. One thing that you guys are noticing with Adidas right now is that they are really trying to boost up their brand recognition right now, and they're doing that through celebrities to try to get as many different demographics of people to come back to Adidas and buy their products as possible. So you see people like Ninja teaming up to get the gaming audience. You see Beyonce coming through with the Ivy Park collection that's coming out soon. It's kind of crazy to me that the Adidas deal with Kylie Jenner didn't get renewed, because I honestly feel like if Kylie had to come out with her own sneaker, that probably would have popped off and done some numbers as well. But it is what it is. And of course, Kanye West with the Yeezy line. Nothing else needs to be said about that. Now, even though Ninja has all of that success, the question of the day is, can he sell sneakers and apparel? This drop was kind of an interesting one because I actually watched it to see how the numbers would go. And I told myself that if it looked like the sneakers were selling out, then I would go ahead and grab a pair. When the sneakers first dropped, they actually sat for a little while and nobody was really buying them. But then all of a sudden, all the sizes started disappearing and started being bought out very, very quickly. So I was able to get in there and get my hands on a pair. But I just found it really interesting. A lot of people even rumored to the fact that Ninja might have bought up a lot of pairs, or he had people to buy up a lot of pairs to kind of stir up the demand on the product. I'm not a conspiracy theorist like that per se, but I don't think it's too far-fetched. But here's the thing about the gaming world. What kind of products do you really endorse in the gaming world that people will buy? Are sneakers a huge part of gaming? In my opinion, no, because nobody can really even see anybody's sneakers when they're gaming. So to me, stuff like food products, snacks, Red Bull, Slim Jims, beef jerky, things like that, energy drinks, things like that to me seem to be kind of the top dog in the esports world as far as sponsorships, which Ninja is also endorsed by Red Bull. But sneakers, you're kind of dipping into a different type of person now. And on top of that, you're also dipping into a type of person that's willing to spend $150 on a sneaker. Is Ninja's average fan willing to spend $150 on a sneaker that has his name all over it? My answer is no. Now, granted, the men's sizes did sell out. I think grade school sizes are still available, but let's go to where the real demand is, the after sale market. Right now on StockX, the highest bid on the Ninja sneaker is $160. That's for a size 8.5. Now, this sneaker was $150 retail price, not including tax or shipping. What that tells me is the demand is willing to pay retail price and in many instances under resale price, considering that that is the highest bid available right now. So I don't really think that the demand is there and it's too hot compared to the millions of people that follow Ninja. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If I'm Adidas as a brand right now, I'm highly disappointed in the sell-through and the execution of Ninja's first shoe. You would think that with this being the OG model, the OG colorway in Ninja's collection, it really would have come out the gate doing a lot of numbers because he has millions and millions of people that follow him. I mean, my goodness, Ninja has over 22 million subscribers on YouTube. Why shouldn't this shoe be worth $500 right now? The answer is because those people that are into gaming aren't always the people that are into sneakers. Yes, a lot of people look up to Ninja, but not the way they looked up to athletes like Michael Jordan, LeBron, people like that. They don't look up to him in the same way, and they're not willing to spend their money in the same kind of a way. You gotta remember, Fortnite is free. If you had to pay for Fortnite, I don't think nearly as many people would be playing the game as are playing it right now. And when you really take a look at what people are into and the top dog into what those people are into and how those people are willing to spend their dollars to show their support towards someone, in gaming, you tend to see that people are a lot more price sensitive. Because I'll be honest with you, they really don't dress that fly in gaming because they're sitting in front of a computer or in front of a video game screen all day long. So they're not concerned with being fly. Fashion is not at the cornerstone of the esports and gaming industry. Those guys will throw on a polo shirt or throw on a little gaming shirt, throw on some old jeans and some old sneakers, and they'll get busy. If Adidas wanted to sell the sneaker better, they should have lowered the price. $85 really should have been the price point for this sneaker. I think he would have sold a lot better and there would have been a lot more demand on the market for this shoe. But over $85, $100 plus on this sneaker, I just don't see it happening. On top of that, it's a Nite Jogger, which is a kind of popular model for Adidas, but not the most popular model. It's certainly not an Ultra Boost. Most sneaker stores that I go to, Nite Joggers are on sale down to about 40 bucks, 30 bucks, 50 bucks, something like that. It's just not the most popular model of sneaker by Adidas anyway. So the sneakerhead community is looking at the sneaker as a whole, much more than just the person whose name is slapped on the side of the sneaker. Do they care about Ninja, but more so do they care about the Nite Jogger by Adidas? Most sneakerheads don't. So it kind of fell flat in my opinion. Yes, the men's sizes did sell out. I don't know if that was a little fabricated or not. It felt a little fabricated, but it is what it is. Overall, I will say though, I know a lot of people who were fans of Ninjas were able to get their hands on a pair of these, which I think is super dope. If you weren't able to get your hands on a pair of them, then hey, they're definitely available for you out there. Now, apparently Ninja has more stuff that's getting ready to come out soon from Adidas, so I'm excited to see what else they're cooking up next. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, they probably should have released this a little different way. Maybe an exclusive way to release the sneaker, like through a FORTNITE challenge or something like that. They should have done something special to release a sneaker that actually coincided with the way that people game and the way they interact with Ninja on a regular basis. Ninja should have given away some free pairs maybe in a chat or a super chat on YouTube. Maybe they should have, like I said, done some in-game challenges on Fortnite that allowed you access to be able to buy the sneaker. Something like that, something to make it fun. One last thing on this sneaker and then I'm gonna go. Time In to me was a confusing name for the sneaker because he says that it's time in like putting the time in order to get something mastered. But I looked at time in like, you know, if you're playing a game, like somebody says time out, time in, something like that. And that's actually how I looked at it. So when I realized that really wasn't the theme of the sneaker, I was like, okay, well, that, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's a little bit confusing. So I would have liked a little more clarity as far as what exactly the brand was and the message was that he was trying to put forth out there. And again, that's why I said it's not bad, but it's not good, but it's not bad. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all that I have to say about this sneaker here. Now it's time for you guys to sound off down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the Adidas and Ninja Nite Jogger. Is this one that you guys want to add to your collection, or is this one that you're going to go ahead and skip? Let me know. Of course, while you're down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Adidas and Ninja Nite Jogger Time In, and until next time, I'm out.